So Kirby, with understanding, I know you own a business, probably multiple, but I know of one. Why do you prefer to be an investor rather than, and I know you invested in the business that you own, but rather than one to go ahead, start up a business, why do you prefer to be an investor more than anything else?
Well, first off, I love time. I love my time. The only thing that's more valuable to me than money is time. And me, I personally don't want to go buy or invest in a business and then I have to sit there and work in said business. You know, I just don't want to do that. I mean, I can find businesses where I can put processes in place. The first, year, 2 years, I'm going to work hard diligently to put processes in place to get the business where I want to. It's not just, hey, here goes some money and then just send me the check. It's okay, here's the money, buy the business, grind 8 to 16 hours a day in that business to get everything in place. I mean, from remodeling to payroll to vendors to everything, get all that stuff in place, you know. And then once I have all that in place, start putting processes in to make sure that we can that it will run as most efficiently as possible, so I could be more hands off down the road. Again, it's down the road. So I'm not just a, hey, I'll buy it, then leave me alone, send me a check. I'm buy it, go ahead and grind hard for 1, 2, maybe 3 years, get everything so it can run with little to no effort for me. More likely it's little. It's never no effort because I'm always gonna have my thumb on it because it's my baby. I put my money into it, so I'm gonna know what's going on. But I don't have to sit there and do 40 hours a week, 10-hour days every day just to say I have a business. And that's really the thought concept behind it. There's nothing wrong with people buying businesses and working in the businesses. That's if that's your thing, go ahead. But the key to really run a business and know you have a business is if the business can make money without you. Until then, you just own a job. So I want to own businesses so I'm not there on a day-to-day operation basis because I don't want to be the one that gotta unlock the key, the store, to open it up, to mop the floors, to sit at the cash register. I don't want to be that guy. I want to make sure I put people in place to make it optimal so they can benefit, they can do their thing, and then I can benefit in the long run after setting up the process in place. But it's usually like a 1 to 3 year of grind in the business before I get it to that place that I need it to.
Yeah, and we've spoken about this before. I wanted to go into it because I hear a lot of people, and I'm sure you hear a lot of people too, talk about they want to start a business. And it's the people that I hear this from, once they say those words, I almost like have no faith in them right off the bat because people don't understand the amount of time and work that is required to start a business. There's a lot of well-known businesses, very reputable businesses, but out of the amount of businesses in the United States, the ones we know of that we go shop at, Walmarts, Amazons, Disney, McDonald's, the ones we know of are very few out of the millions of businesses in the United States. And people, I want to say that they miss that, but they don't see it, like they don't understand it. And it's not to say that they can't become the next Amazon, they can't become the next one, but a lot of people miss the fact of how much time and work and effort it really takes and sacrifice. And I like that you pointed out that you enjoy your time as an investor because there's just so much more convenience, in my opinion, to being an investor, and you have more control because it's capital that you have, and you just need to do the homework and study and find an investment that's going to work for you and allow that capital to grow and produce you an income rather than you take that capital, you risk it, things could go wrong, you lose it all. Now you've got to come up with more plans. So the idea of being an investor for me as well has been more profitable than saying trying to come up with an idea and just run with it. So that's kind of what I wanted to highlight there and go into, but I like the points that you made.
Yeah, and the people that have this ideal and concept of wanting to own a business, there's nothing wrong with the ideal and concept. But the thing is, they see businesses at year 30 and think that their business is going to run that way in year one or
Right.
year day one. I mean, for the life of me, I see people who have a job and say, I'm gonna start a business. And as soon as they start the business, the first thing they do is quit their job. That means you have to take money out of the business to pay for your lifestyle. At the beginning, the first 3 years, all the capital that you receive and all the profits, all the revenue that you're receiving above the cost of labor, cost of goods, and variable costs, all that needs to go back to the business to make it more efficient. The first 3 years, you're not looking to take money out. So yeah, you still need to work that grind of that job, and then so that's 8 hours. You still got 16 hours left in the day. So 10 to 14 hours of that you need to be working on the business. And then I know the health nuts out there say, oh, well, you need sleep. My motto was always sleep when you're dead, or be very efficient and then you sacrifice your hours now so you don't have to sacrifice them later. But if you just think you're going to just laissez, oh, I'm going to create a business. I got a business. I got an LLC. Everything is going to work out for me. No, it's not. That's not how it works. I mean, I've had plenty of failed businesses before. I've said, I'm not going to put my money in nothing else unless I go 110% into it. I had three failed businesses before when I just thought, hey, I could just buy it. I believe in the people will get it done. And then those businesses failed. So when I bought the fourth business, I was literally hands on. I flew there, I did my due diligence, I bought the business, and then for the next 3 years, I'm on the phone with managers, I'm on the phone with vendors, I'm on the phone with electricity companies, I'm on the phone with everybody. And I'm texting the manager at 3, 4, emailing 3, 4 in the morning, calling at 3, 4 in the morning to get it right. The manager, she's still there today. God bless her soul. Ton, if you're out there, still love you. But I used to drive her crazy. I used to drive her crazy. And she'd tell me, she'd like, dude, I thought you was crazy as hell. You was talking about a lot of good ideas, but damn, did you have to think about them at 2 o'clock in the morning? We went through the grind. We went through the grind. Now it's a process that's so smooth. It's crazy. And then, but having the process so smooth, I'm not sitting there in the mud doing the day-to-day work operations. Now I provided opportunities with the due diligence and hard work that the staff does to get more contracts, do more things, because now I can focus on other things to bring more revenue into the business instead of sitting there worrying about, oh, did somebody sweep the floor today? Did somebody mop the floor today? I don't have to worry about none of that. I don't have to worry about the day-to-day operation. They have it. We put processes in place. Everybody know what they need to do day in, day out. And then so now I can focus on generating more, getting our name out there, doing different things like that, building contracts, building relationships. And then that's what I do. I mean, now for that business, the only thing I do, we might have, we have probably a meeting with the employees maybe once every, quarter, every 6 months or whatever. But most of the time, I'm dealing with vendors, I'm dealing with government officials, I'm dealing with different things like that to bring more access and more eyes on the business itself. And that's what owning a business is. It's not just sitting there, oh, well, let me open and close and I'm in the mud, AC unit break, let me get my wrench out and do that. If you're in the mud with the employees, then you will never see the sight of the big picture. And then you'll never be able to grow the business to do bigger and better things. But that was one thing I learned again. I had three failed businesses before that. And I had that mindset of, oh, I'm just gonna start a business and everything's good. You're gonna be in the mud for about 1 to 3 years. But while you're in the mud, you need to be finding ways to simplify it to get yourself out of the mud. If you just sit there and be like, oh, well, this is what business owners do. No, it's not. That's what job owners do. Business owners find a way to get themselves out of the business to make the business better to run without them. because there's no way in hell I'm about to be flying back and forth to Texas just for the hell of it every damn day. Not gonna happen. So people that have that mindset, the concept of or the mindset and concept of owning the business, there's nothing wrong with it. But understand, owning the business and being an employee or owning the job is two separate different things.
If you guys have any questions or comments, let us know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one.